Hi there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DutchRC channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. And I've got HobbyKing's or Contest Hobbies Athena out for a second flight. Well, it's not my second flight, this is the second flight video of this partly carbon fiber, partly Balsa Warmliner. To my knowledge, HobbyKing doesn't restock these. They are available in a few warehouses still, but well, I wanted to give you a better impression of what it flies like today. So here we go. Okay, launching this plane couldn't really be simpler. You just apply about 50% throttle and then toss it into the wind. You don't even have to toss it upwards or anything, just apply a bit of throttle and you don't have to be quick on the controls either. It glides very well. There is a bit of torque roll to be expected, I think. Big propeller. I'm still flying at 50% now. Let's take it up a bit so you can see the climb rate. I'm at 80% and it basically climbs as steeply as I want to. Okay, I'm off of the throttle now. And let's try a moderately high speed pass here. Remember, I'm still at zero throttle. And as you can see, it retains its speed very well. There is quite a bit of wind, but the glide slope, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, apply a bit of throttle again and there we go again. Let's see, roll rate is pretty okay, not super fast. You can of course increase the roll rate by using different holes on the servo arms, but this is just fine by me. I've had warmliners and hotliners before this plane, and some had a tendency to stall out in short corners. So in high speed or high G cornering, the elevator would stall out or something would stall out, and you'd suddenly have the plane be moving completely 90 degrees in the opposite direction, which is exciting, but not really what you want, of course. This plane does not have that tendency at all. It basically doesn't have bad tendencies, for me at least. The only real downside is the lack of a rudder. Yep, a rudder would have been nice. Can you get away without a rudder with this plane? Of course, easily. Yeah, this plane is a joy to fly. Very easy to fly. I'm at zero throttle again, by the way. Oh yeah, there is quite a bit of wind, as you can probably tell. Can it do loops? Yes, of course it can. Easily. Okay, it would have been a little smoother without all this wind, of course, but in takeoff and landing it's a benefit. Let's try a little gliding again. That's actually what you normally do with a plane like this. You take it up at about 80% throttle, and then you glide it for a few minutes. As you can see, it hardly loses any altitude at all. I don't think there are thermals over this field at this moment. I should have been flying over the road behind me. There are probably thermals over there, but oh well. And let's see, yeah, it looks good in the air as well, not unimportant. Very nice looking plane, this. Okay, and I get flight times of around 10 to 12 minutes on a 1300 3S, which is very good, I guess. Of course, you aren't on the throttle all the time then. So if you would be on the throttle all the time, yeah, the flight time would be shorter, obviously. Now what I'll do is I'll do a test landing, a mock landing, to see at what altitude I should begin my landing run. Yeah, it glides forever, this plane, as you can see. This was far too high. Okay. I didn't mean to say that I was going to land it now, but I just want to prepare myself for it in case I have a dead stick. If the battery runs out, then I know at which altitude I should start the landing. The plane is pretty easy to keep track of in the air, especially on a sunny day. Then you can really see the difference in striping at the bottom and the top. I'm at 0 throttle again now. Yes. Still at 0 throttle. Isn't that great? It's not super slow, even though it's hardly losing any altitude. Okay, I'm heading into the wind now, a bit slower there. I do also have good aileron control, even at this slow speed. As you can see, full aileron control, elevator as well. Downwind, a bit more speed, still at 0 throttle. Yeah, in gliding a rudder would have really been beneficial. While banking the airplanes in the turns, it does lose a little altitude. And there we go again. As you can see, it only takes a few seconds to get it back at a reasonable altitude. Really good climber. I suspect, for the HobbyKing adepts who are watching, that this plane flies a lot like the upcoming Excalibur from Durafly. This carbon fiber and balsa plane will be more precise though. And it probably has better servos as well in it. Alright, let us try and land this plane then. 0 throttle. Let's try not to clip that tree over there. I'm probably still a bit high up, but we'll see. Oh, actually, this looks pretty good. There you go. Very nice. Well, I think this gave you a good impression of what a plane like this flies like. Again, yeah, a plane like this is more expensive than the Dynamic S or the Excalibur that's coming up from HobbyKing. Do you get your money's worth? Yes. This is more efficient and it flies more precise. And it looks better, in my opinion. But, well, to each his own, of course. Yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching. And hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye.